Die, monster! You don't belong in this world!
It was not by my hand that I'm once again given flesh. I was called here by humans who wish to pay me tribute.
Hey Justin, this is Sean. Just looking at your final. This is was updated on the 11th, I think. I don't have it up anymore, but so feedback.
Die, monster! You don't belong in this world!
Some things that stand out to me on this pose here feels a little bit strange. Like, people don't usually stand their knees this way. You're probably trying to have them lean forward, but I would guess that's much better. So work on that. You could have them like step into it. On here, you could have them like take a step. I think that might help a lot on this guy's animations. And then the other thing is I think there's like not a whole lot going on with this guy.
Die, monster! You don't belong in this world!
It was not by my hand that I'm once again given flesh.
I think you should either have him like lean forward in the chair at some point. Just because there's no animation on his hips. Oh, let me undo the camera move there. Like, nothing happens with his feet. There's no wiggles. There's no. And it's not, even if you put some subtle stuff in there, it's not going to be super interesting. So I think you should probably either have him lean forward and go with like a whole different pose entirely, or just cut the camera in and do like a close-up. You know, one of these, and then get some like, see his jaw moving around or something.
It was not by my hand that I'm once again given flesh. I was called here by...
Yeah, and if you went for a close-up, then you could get into a little bit more detail on your animation. Oh, let me reopen. But that's sort of what I think you should do next, is have the Ray Rig guy take a step forward in his animation, and then pick either have him shift forward and lean forward so there's more action going on, because you're going with a wide shot, so make there be some reason why you're holding on a wide shot that long, or just cut to a close-up and then clean up the anims on the close-up. Because from here, like, the animation itself doesn't
I
look
was
too
called
bad.
here by humans,
Like the
who
hand
wish to
gestures
pay
and all
me
that.
tribute.
It's kind of okay. But when you get in closer, you'll start noticing stuff. Like you're doing both things at the same time. Like you should do one then the other. Like to offset the humans gesture. Let's see if this is gonna work. So, humans. You know, you could kind of, instead of humans, even at the same time, humans. Like you just look for like ways to make that move more interesting. When you see both things going at the same time, it just means you're probably not looking at reference. Even if I try to do it at the same time, humans. Like there's something humans. I'm still, even my head, when I try to do it at the same time, my head moves faster than the hand does. Humans. Maybe you can do one then the other. That'll make it look more interesting. And then you just like you're lifting. You're kind of lifting everything together on the. I'm looking at the. You're you're kind of keeping the arm. Is it this arm? This arm. Human. You're kind of keeping everything at the same connected, but you could bring it up. Humans. I forgot what you were doing in your reference, but it's probably more interesting than that. And then when you hit the chest, you can always do a. I closed the webcam. Hold on 1 sec. It's always an opportunity. Can you look like he hits it kind of fast, so he go ugh. Even when I try not to, excuse me, when I try not to move, you still see a little bit of a jerk because the muscles here are like pulling on my rib cage. But you could like sell it. Humans.
Flesh. I was called here by humans who wish to pay me tribute.
Oh, me. He's saying me. Sorry, I was wrong. Me. You can see like, and especially from that far away camera, you want to push stuff. You know, you could like have him lean forward and like maybe his hands. It's hard to see from this camera angle, but maybe his hand grabs something. You know, something interesting going on would make it more appealing. And that's sort of what we're going for. Is you have the base stuff in, like you have an animation going on. It's kind of all right. You have lip sync. You have camera move. Just what can you do to make this have more appeal?
To pay me
Let's watch
tribute.
it one more time.
Die, monster! You don't belong in this world.
It was not by my hand that I'm once again given flesh. I was called here by humans who wish to pay me tribute.
Die, monster!
One thing you could do is you think about the lines. He's like, I was called here by humans that wish to pay me tribute. Like, how is he feeling about it? Is he feeling like upset about it? Like humans that wish to pay me tribute?
That I'm once again given flesh. I was called here by humans who wish to pay me tribute.
Like maybe when he says humans, he's like disgusted by it, and
once again given flesh. I was called here by humans who wish to pay me tribute.
Oh, okay. I kind of get what you're going for. Humans. Yeah. Just try a couple different things out. See if you can come up with something.
I was called here by humans who wish to pay me tribute.
Die, monster! You don't belong in this world.
You could always give this guy some weapons or something to make him look more threatening. This guy, his rig actually kind of feels okay for his personality. Like he's just got something special going on about him. But this guy, like because he doesn't have armor on or a shield or a weapon or anything, it doesn't make you really feel like he's gonna do. What is he gonna do? Like, how is he just gonna verbally tell him to die? I think you probably want to give him a shield, and at least you could like parent a weapon or something to his hip or something, so it looks like, at the very least, it looks like he's gonna do some sort of damage to the enemy. The other thing you want to do is the framing that you're starting on has a lot of dead space up in here. I think probably all you need to do is just roll it down a little. You could go tighter if you wanted, but at the very least, like, fill the camera frame a little bit better. However you want to do it, that's more or less what I would do. Yeah, so when you zoom out, I think your composition's fine, but when you're up close, you had it so low, it felt, to exaggerate it, it felt kind of weird. So I'd go with a more shot like that. That'll help a bunch. Just little stuff,
It was
you know.
not by my hand.
All right, Justin. Cool, man. Good luck with any changes you want to do. If you want to take another stab at it, and I'll give you some more notes. Really, it's just I would look at this and go, how do I add more appeal? Oh, the other thing that stood out to me is I think
It was not.
on the camera stops so abruptly. You're gonna be better off easing into it in some form. Yeah, you can see you don't even have keys past the point that it stops. So you could smooth it.
It was not by my hand.
You know, you could even push it further than that. Or you can ease in. Probably a little bit of both, and you'll be okay. You know, something like this, maybe.
It was not by my.
Monster, you don't belong in this world.
It was not by my.
Yeah, I'd probably ease into that a little. It's mostly the one curve.
In this world.
It was not by my hand that I'm once again given flesh. I was called.
Yeah, or you could, instead of overshoot it, you could just go flatten that out, smooth that out.
You don't belong in this world.
It was not by my hand that I'm one.
What is going on there? Oh, it's probably this curve. Are we translating? Oh, you're translating. Okay. I don't know why you're translating. I don't know if that was on purpose or not. Show all panels, perspective, camera. Camera 1, perspective. Hold on, I got this. Select camera, perspective. What is going on? Yeah, so you want to think about, like, what is your camera in this scene? In order to have, let me set the scale the whole time the same. In order to have a camera move like this is like a crane shot. So you want to, if you want to do a crane shot, you kind of can mimic a crane shot, or you can do and then in a crane shot you don't have a lot of overlap, but if you have a guy standing there with a handy cam, you'll have a lot of overlap. So if you want to do a crane shot, you got to do it kind of slow, and you got to get over there pretty quick. So you just kind of make a decision, like which kind of camera am I manipulating. So crane shot might look a little bit more.
It was not by my hand that I'm once again given
Yeah, that would feel a
flesh.
little bit more like a
I
crane
was
shot, and crane shots would like be more steady when it goes over versus a handy cam. With a handy cam, you wouldn't get the height change that you would on a crane shot. So you kind of make a choice on, like, what do you want to do with your camera, and then stick to it. It really helps with making stuff feel believable. Anyway, those are my thoughts on your animation. Alright, dude. See you later.